and the drone footage. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should go flying one night.
Oh, we will.
Fly around, get Joe up there with his little Spark.
There's Jay, driving us.
Hi.
Going to the train
Go to
station.
the train station.
Lori's in the back. Harper, hey, can't see you. Smile. Hi, Lori. Heading to the train station.
Cars are just got stopped on the expressway. Oh, I see where you're at. Liberty Valley Independence Hall is first starting. First starting down in the Delaware River. This is near the school.
Welcome aboard this local train to Fox Chase, making all scheduled local stops. Coming up next is Jefferson Station, formerly known as Market East. Jefferson Station will be next, Fox Chase Local.
All right, Lori and I are in Philly, and there's nothing more Philly than that right there. All right, Independence Hall. So we tried to go get some tickets for Independence Hall, and we were unable to. It's 11 o'clock. All the tickets are gone. So we're gonna go to the American Revolution Museum and see if we can get in there, because you have to get tickets for that too. I hope we can get it. If not, we're gonna be doing a lot of outside stuff today, Lori. And it's really warm. This is Carpenter's Hall. First Bank of the United States. Across the street is the Revolutionary War Museum. Let's see if we can get tickets, huh?
George Eliot Taylor.
Just hours after the Declaration of Independence is first read to the army in New York, a crowd gathers around the statue of King George III.
(1763). British victory in the 7 Years' War ends more than a century of imperial conflict with France and Spain. The victory secures Britain's global empire and the benefits of trade for English people. In the treaty that ends the war, Britain claims vast swaths of French, Spanish, and Indian lands in North America. Territory that saddles the empire with massive political and economic challenges.
There did not seem to be a single man in Parliament who thought that England, after having run so deeply in debt for the conquering of these provinces,
You are Diane Denega, Mohawk friend of the British.
I am.
You are on Oneida land.
There is no need for our nations to shed each other's blood.
It was you who broke the Great Peace by coming here.
I have traveled across the Great Sea and met with King George. If we stand with him, he has promised to protect our lands forever. Join us.
The Oneida are allies of the United States. We will share with them in the fruits of victory, or be buried in the same grave.
And we will bury you in the same grave.
It's the late summer of 1777, and the British are on the move. General Howe's army has sailed from New York, landed in Maryland, and is now marching north to attack Philadelphia, the American capital. In his path lies the Brandywine River. General George Washington, seeking the advantage of higher ground, hopes to force the fight at Chadds Ford. But the British outflank the Americans and prepare to assault the Birmingham Meeting House, which is defended only by the men of the 3rd Virginia Regiment. The date is September 11th, 1777.
The dusk of the evening was then on. Awful was the scene to behold. The doors of the meeting house were torn off, and the wounded carried in for use as a hospital. Such a number of fellow beings lying together, severely wounded and some mortally, groaning and lamenting in a most grievous manner. We beheld the destruction and wanton waste committed on the property of the peaceful inhabitants of the neighborhood.
Outnumbered but not outfought, the 3rd Virginia Regiment pinned the British troops down for nearly an hour, keeping General Howe's army from routing the entire American force. 2 weeks later, the British march unopposed into the city of Philadelphia. They hold American troops as prisoners of war in Independence Hall.
So as you can see, we just finished the American Revolutionary Museum. It was fantastic. And told a great story from, you know, tearing down that statue in New York to then jumping back in time and working its way up to that point and then past that point. So it was a really neat story that they kept throughout. A lot of great tableaus, as you saw, and some interactive things. Great media that really showed a lot of things that we really don't think about, like the Native Americans and the plight and the struggle they had. We are now walking up 4th Street to Jim's Philly Steak and to have a traditional Philly steak. I'm gonna get a Whiz Wit. How about you, Laura? What are you gonna get, a Whiz Wit?
Sure.
That's cheese whiz with onions.
Sounds like perfect.
Yeah. It was really nice that that museum actually opened in 2017, so it's relatively new. And it was very cool in there, which is really nice. Very nice on a hot day like today. So highly recommended. Here's some neat looking architecture here. Old buildings here on 4th Street. St. James Place right now. So we'll talk at you when we get to Jim's. Alright, so I got a Whiz Wit. Lori got a Provolone Wit. How is it, Lori? Very good. It's a way to get it. Alright, Whiz Wit.
Well, let me know when you're right.
Open?
So let Monday, no, but today is Monday.
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Oh my.
Hello.
Hi. Wow. Look at that old radio. Amazing. Hello. Oh, the stuff in the jars. That's the creepy stuff. Huh?
Well, I think the puppy and the cats are really cute.
Oh my lord. Is that a horse?
It's a mule.
A mule? Well, that was very strange indeed, that's for sure.
Oddities.
A lot of strange oddities. We had to run out of there real quick because we didn't buy anything, and I thought she was like cursing us on the way out, and I didn't want to get the curse, you know. So, all right, on to the next thing. I don't know what it is yet. Next thing was a very old cemetery. All right, we're gonna end day one here in Philadelphia. Didn't get much done today, but we got some. We saw a lot of the American Revolutionaryism, and we had a gym steak, so it wasn't bad. Didn't get in there. Maybe tomorrow. We're gonna go online and try to buy and get tickets. Usually what you have to do is go over here to the visitor center and get tickets, but they were out by 11 o'clock today. So get your tickets early online if you're gonna get to see Independence Hall. So we'll try again tomorrow. See you then.